Hello, friends. Welcome to the Career Guru podcast. I am your host, Steve Yanovsky. What a glorious day it is to start your path in a new career. Doors are opening here at the Boston Career Institute even as we speak. And I'm here holding the key for you. So tune in, stay sharp, and enjoy yourself. This is going to be great. Hashtag Let's Career Up.
Greetings, my friends, conversationalists, aspiring gurus, all across the fruited plain. I am Steve Yanovsky, your career guru, coming across these wonderful internet waves to speak the truth of career to you all. Let's get started. Today is one of my favorite sessions where I get to talk to you and give you some feedback on the feedback that I got from you. So I have compiled a brief but potent list of questions in the same vein, so they're kind of similar in nature, because there were quite a few emails that I have received. Let's get started. Without further delay, question number 1. Guru, you keep talking about the Boston Career Institute, BCI, and schools like it. And outside of this shameless self-promotion, I'd like to ask you a following question. By the way, this stuff is filled in by me, but the question is, why not a community college? Well, I don't necessarily say that people shouldn't go to a community college. Community colleges play an important role in today's educational structure. But as far as career education is concerned, there are certain issues that people should be aware of when they're considering going to a community college. For example, in order to qualify for many programs, at least it has been my experience and experience of many people who come to me, the requirements to take various prerequisites to enter career-oriented programs. So in order for you to take, let's say, a 1-year program, you usually have to take 1 to 2 years worth of prerequisites. And there are prerequisites for the prerequisites. Now, obviously, there's a reason for all of that. Community colleges are just that. They are colleges. They have a process. There is a system. So if you have the time to spare, by all means, take a program in a community college, because that oftentimes gives you an opportunity to complete an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree, whatever the case may be. There are possibilities for that inside a community college. But if you want to save time, money, energy, efforts, and actually see the light at the end of the tunnel, a career training program in BCI or other similar schools, which are licensed and in most cases accredited nationally, you will receive training faster, and at the end you will spend less money, because by the time you take all of the prerequisites that the community colleges require, you will end up spending the same or more money if you were to take them in a career school such as BCI. That is the only serious drawback to community college. While you're busy taking your prerequisites, people often have lost sight of why they enrolled in a community college, and they tend to abandon their studies and become disenchanted in the entire process, and they keep sitting in their dead-end jobs, not looking to get anyplace else. This is precisely the reason why schools like BCI exist. This is why BCI exists, period. This is why the guru pushed this idea forward more than 20 years ago, and BCI was born. And this is why we're doing what we're doing. It's short, sweet, inexpensive, and to the point. Of course, inexpensive is a relative term, but at the end of the day, this is what most people consider affordable and inexpensive. And you certainly, and I'd like to introduce you to a concept that some of you know or may not know, but there's a concept called ROI, or return on investment. That is what determines if something is expensive or inexpensive. Your return on your investment into yourself, meaning how long it would take you to earn the money that you spent on your education. And I'm going to tell you right now that most people have collected more money a single year than it cost them to invest in themselves in BCI. So, and for that reason, return on investment is key. You can always look at your education through a prism of a return on your investment. If you invested $10,000 into your education, or $100,000 or $500,000 into your education, how long until your return on investment becomes tangible for you? When will you get to keep that money? How soon will you pay off your debt? If you spend $10,000 or less going to a school like BCI, you have recouped your investment within a year, and then you're making money on your investment, which, the pay increases pretty much come right away. So this is what you need to consider, and this is precisely why I recommend your initial start to come from a career school or a career college that takes you in, holds your hand, and gets you to appreciate the return on your investment sooner rather than later. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me via email. You all know what that is. Next question related to this one. I don't have the money to go to school. How do I go to school? Well, that is quite a quandary. And I have this conversation with many people who actually went through BCI. And I run into hundreds and hundreds of people a year. And how do people find money for education? Again, it's not money for education. It's money for you to invest into yourself. It's an investment in you. Think about some of the stuff that you wanted. Perhaps a brand new pair of sneakers that costs hundreds of dollars. Where did you find the money for that? Some folks go out and get a tattoo costing hundreds of dollars. Where did you find money for that? What's more important for you? Can you make do with a pair of sneakers from Walmart or Target for a year and use that money to invest in yourself? Because oftentimes the cost of a single small tattoo, the cost of a brand name expensive pair of shoes that you really want to get is oftentimes how much money you need to get started with your career education, with your investment into yourself. When was the last time you held back on buying yourself a car that you wanted? People went into debt trying to finance a car that they really shouldn't be driving, really can't afford, but they really wanted one. How did you find the money for that? Ask yourself this question. By all means, there's no judgment here about what it is that you do with your money. Your money is your money, and that's what you choose to do with it. The question is, do you want to make more of that money? And should you be able to afford a better vehicle or a better apartment or a better house, for that matter, or even a better pair of shoes? The question is, when do you invest in yourself, and when do you invest in a few other things that you may not need at this time? An investment in yourself is just that. It's an investment. It will always pay your dividends, not only for you, but for your family, for your children, for your extended family, uncles, aunts, nephews, mother, sister, whatever the case may be. People who look at your success and your financial rewards that you are reaping, they will look at you. So going back, where do you find the money? Find the money somewhere. You can ask your family, you can work a little harder, and you will find the money. It's an investment in you. It's not an investment, and it's not anything that you get like a diploma. That's not what you're paying for. You're not paying for a certificate. Your return on the investment, the concept that I introduced to you in the previous question. How do you invest in yourself? You invest in yourself. It's not somebody else. It's not market volatility. It's not a guaranteed 4.5% from the bank, a certificate of deposit, or CD as they like to call it. No, it's a dividend that keeps on paying you year after year after year. With every paycheck on a weekly basis, you will see a return on your investment into yourself. By investing in yourself, you're investing in your children. You can give them more. They can look at you. They can look at your success, and they will succeed themselves. So success breeds success. Failure breeds more failure. As we talked about before, we turn away from failure. We embrace success. Success is measured in dollars and cents. And this is where you can find it. Look for it. Save. Don't spend on stuff that you don't need today. You will always need more money. Money is a funny thing. It's either you don't have any or you don't have enough. Think about that for a second. So in this particular case, just remember what I'm telling you. You hold on to that money. You don't spend it on frivolous activities. You talk to your family. You find the ways to do it. You pick up an extra shift. A few hours of overtime will more than pay for your education in a school like BCI. A school like BCI charges less than $10,000 for your education. Okay, that's an extra $5 an hour for 1 year. which a lot of our people get right away. And this is something that you have to consider. Again, return on investment. And it's not buying a piece of an antique that you have no idea whether it's going to appreciate. It's all about investing in you. Your appreciation measured in dollars and cents will tell you right away if you had made a smart investment. So did I answer how to get the money? Yeah, don't spend the money. Don't buy garbage that you don't need today, and don't buy products that will break today. Save your money, spend more on that, and it'll last you longer. Find a way to do it. When there's a will, there is a way. You will make it. Don't be afraid to take out a loan. If you have the wherewithal, if you have the commitment to complete your education, it's okay to borrow money short term. It's okay. It's better to have cash. It's better to borrow from family that won't charge you interest, hopefully. But don't worry about taking out some money, small amounts of money, which are manageable for you to pay for your education. By the way, BCI offers a payment plan. We don't charge interest. We don't charge you collections fees. We don't do any such thing. We hold your hand and we give you opportunities to complete your education. And many, many other schools do that too. Look very carefully what you're going to get when you complete. Remember, return on investment, ROI. Next question. And again, remember, write, post comments on YouTube, write the emails. I will respond. And I will answer your question in a public forum like this too. So this is great stuff. This is gold. Other people want to hear this. If you have a question, I guarantee you dozens and dozens of other people have the same question. They're just afraid to ask. Why? I don't know. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask anything. Ask as much as you can. I will answer your questions. Here's the next question. You keep talking about your dental assistant program, but I have come across a dental assistant program at Boston University for less money. All right, my friends, everything is possible. There's always someone charging less money, but are you getting apples to apples? Are you comparing apples to apples or apples to oranges? I'm going to answer the question that a person asked directly about BU. Boston University does have a dental assisting program, but I want to invite you to really check it out before you plunge and just fall for the name like BU. Again, nothing wrong with BU. I love BU. BU is an excellent school, and if you or your children will attend it, you'll be better for it. Now, in the meantime, as far as addressing their dental assisting program, in Massachusetts, dental assistants come in two flavors, if you will. One is called on-the-job training or on-the-job trained dental assistant, or OJT, and anyone can get an OJT license if a dentist hires them and trains them, and then the state will issue you an OJT license, on-the-job trained license. The Board of Registration in Dentistry does accept such licensure, and they offer these licenses to those who qualify. I invite you to visit the Board of Registration in Dentistry's website, and they will give you full guidance as to what you need to do in order to get that license. Anyone can get that license. The other flavor of dental assistant licenses in Massachusetts is a formally trained dental assistant, or FTDA. Now, this is what we offer at BCI, and the OJT license is what's being offered in BU. Yes, their program is less money, but OJT license is a limited license. It doesn't allow you to do vast majority of skills and tasks that dental assistants are able to perform to be truly beneficial to the dentist or to the dental practice. An OJT license is a limited license, and a formally trained dental assistant license, what we offer in BCI, is significantly more beneficial to the dentist because the scope of services and duties that one is able to perform as a dental assistant is just staggering. So you can see everything is posted on the Board of Registration in Dentistry's website. Just type that into your search browser and you will find the answers. BCI offers a formally trained dental assistant licensure, which you certification, that the state will grant you that particular credential by the time you finish. Please don't take my word for it. Please check the website yourself. Board of Registration in Dentistry, Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That is apples to apples. And this is what is the comparative analyses of two of our programs. Okay? Based on that, we are by far the least expensive program. Remember what I told you here? Always compare who's offering what. Read the small print. Read the fine print, and you will be there. Before I forget, I missed out on a little bit of information when we talked about how do I find the money. I will be remiss if I didn't tell you that in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, a wonderful organization exists. They were guests of mine some months ago. And the organization that I'm talking about is Mass Hire. You should check them out. If you're looking for funding for education, Mass Hire offers a wide range of training opportunities for people who qualify. They have relatively easy guidelines to qualify. And if you do, you can go to school like BCI for free. Mass Hire will give you a listing of various schools and service providers that they work with. We are just one of them. And there are other schools and opportunities that they deal with. Please check out Mass Hire today. Google their information, and you will meet with one of their career counselors, and they will see if they can get you qualified for money. They can do it. It is a wonderful organization full of good people who are looking to help you. Please reach out to them. Anyone within the sound of my voice should be able to find them online, Mass Hire, one word, and you will be able to find one of the representatives, one of the career centers somewhere close by to you, and they will find a way for you to get funding in full, most cases, so you can get your education covered. Okay, they have a lot of resources available to them. Please reach out to them. Okay, there's others, but this is the one that we work with all the time. Many schools in Massachusetts work with them. You will be able to succeed. They're an excellent partner who are looking to invest in you. Use them. Last but not least for today, of my 4 questions that I had found reasonable for us, is this. I've mentioned on more than one occasion that my passion, something that I still follow and something that I still teach, is a program called sterile processing, or hospital central service technician, or central processing technician. They have many names, but the job is the same. Those of you who know, those of you who look, those of you who follow the Career Guru podcasts, perhaps have also found my sterile processing videos that I had posted. And these are very popular videos. Some videos are ranging in hundreds of thousands of views. I have posted recently and some years ago training videos from my classes. And what do I get in some of my classes? Some of the comments that are made primarily on YouTube about my classes. First of all, the feedback is overwhelmingly positive, and many, many, many thousands of people have watched these videos and have derived great benefit from them. Some people have even been able to pass the national board exams just by watching my videos. That is impressive, and that is absolutely amazing. And to be honest with you, this is exactly why these videos are where they are, and they're free. It's a great way to watch and see if this field is for you. Now, to address the question was, I found your videos online. You have helped a lot of people who say that based on your videos, they were able to pass the national board. Well, I want to make sure that you understand that it's a relative minority of people who are able to do that. Not everyone is able to do that. Some people can, some people cannot. I personally teach sterile processing program here in BCI. What I provide is also a system of learning, how to properly learn this content, develop life learning skills so you can move on further. I offer a whole suite of tools that I give to my students that are not posted on the video, of course. Otherwise, I'd be completely and totally out of business. Now, we can't have that, can we? So I am here for my students. I answer questions live. I answer questions directly to the students. I provide a full service, and BCI provides a full service academic and post-academic support to the students. And by post-academic, I mean internships and career development, which is something that I do not offer online, obviously. But this is the difference between what some people succeed in and where others are simply using my videos to augment or to add to their current studies. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to choose hospital central service or hospital sterile processing, whatever the program may be, you can certainly check back with me. I am a guru in that as well, and I'm very passionate about this program, and many, many people have succeeded with me here in this class. So the difference is you can watch the video, and you can, if you're a good self-study, you could potentially purchase the book separately online, and you can try to study yourself. Certainly you can do that. Some have done. Vast majority, of course, do need my direct hands-on instruction together with the actual things that school does provide. Just remember that if you're trying to then volunteer in the department and you work in the hospital, as if you remember from my previous podcast featuring my internship and career development specialist, Jennifer, from the previous podcast, there's almost no way to get a volunteer position with any of these departments without the aid of a large organization such as BCI. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking about this. But you can always try. Trying is basically free. So I do encourage you to do that. But if you want to save yourself time, and in reality, time is money. When you're saving time, you're saving money, come to me, write to me. I will help you get on board of this amazing career, and you will succeed. And that's a promise that I make to everyone who is going to invest their time, money, and effort into this program. I am here for you. With that, I conclude this exciting podcast reviewing the most recent relevant questions that I've had from the aspiring gurus out there. I would like to extend to you my blessings and and wishes for your personal and professional success, so you can see the revealed good from your return on your investment into yourselves. God bless you all. I hope to talk to you soon.
Well, friends and aspiring career gurus, this was fun. Thank you for tuning in. I feel enlightened, I feel empowered, and I'm feeling grateful that we spend time with you. For more information about Boston Career Institute, please visit our website, bostoncareer.org. Boston Career Institute has 3 campuses located in Brookline, Massachusetts, Malden, Massachusetts, and Lowell, Massachusetts. Call our toll-free number, 888-383-6058. For questions, comments, and or information about our podcast, email me at thecareerguru@bostoncareer.org. The Career Guru podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, our website, bostoncareer.org, or wherever you stream your podcast. Subscribe, stream, rate, and review our shows. Your rating and reviews help our show reach new audiences. Produced by PodPro Entertainment, The Career Guru lives within a network of podcasts located at podproentertainment.com. # The New Radio. Looking forward to seeing you soon. All the best to you. My name is Steve Yanovsky. I am the Career Guru. May God bless you. # Let's Career Up.